Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm actually doing readings today for everybody. I'm just chilling out in my room today, waiting for my laptop to return from the shop. And so Pugsley is laying next to me and Wednesday's behind me, and I am doing readings because even though this is a crappy laptop and the camera quality I apologize for, it's not the best. I decided to do some readings today to keep my mind busy. I'm having some issues. You know, I'm not shy about my emotions here on my channel. As you all know, I'm an empath, which a lot of people don't understand. They consider it like, when you're an empath like I am, you know, oh, she's always depressed or she's always sad, but it's not always me. It's not always me that I'm connecting to. Sometimes it's other people around me. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example of, because a lot of people ask me this. When you're an empath, no matter who you're attached to, friends, family members, energy-wise. So I have a bunch of people I'm friends with on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and friends within the state I live in. If I have a decent relationship with them, energy-wise, I will pick up on them. And if I'm not shielding enough or grounding myself enough, or if I'm not feeling well, or I'm feeling under the weather, or something's bothering me, then it affects me even more. So I am actually going through some issues right now for myself, working through some relationship self-esteem issues, is the way I guess I could put it. So what that means is I'm working through self-worth stuff, like not huge, but like little bits that are coming up in the last couple weeks. So I've been working through those, and then obviously I have a roommate, so I'm affected by that as well. And then work people. 2 cards fell out, so I'm going to leave those out for you, Leo. So the deck I'm using is the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. This deck is a new deck that I treated myself to the other day. I just really wanted it. Now the first thing I see, Leo, the cards that fell out, is that you've been going through a really bad transition right now. Maybe with the Mercury retrograde, or the moons, or the planet alignments, or something going on in your family, a change. And I keep seeing divorce. Either your divorce or your family's divorce. At first I thought it was your parents' divorce, but no, it's your divorce. So you went through a divorce, a turmoil, money, fighting. That's what they're showing me for you, Leo. Wow, I haven't even put the cards out yet. And this person that you are going through this with was not who they said they were when you were married to them. I don't think it was a long marriage. I'd say about most 5 years. But this person, I always like to say this when people date, right? So people put up an act. People put up a farce. People are false, right? So they show you one thing, but they're really someone else underneath. It happens online all the time with people where they act one way, right? I won't say what I won't say what sexuality, female or male. Let's just say both, okay? Because I know a lot of people online where they act one way, get the attention they want from the person that they want to get attention from, hook, line, and sinker, and then when they get to know the person in person, they're completely different. I had this happen to a friend once, years and years ago, long time ago. My cousin, who's no longer living, he actually met this girl. This was way before he got married. He met this girl who was pretty blonde, makeup, big boobs, nice body, all that stuff, right? Typical what most guys like. At least what my ex-husband used to like. Skinny rail, you know, with the blonde hair and the makeup and all that stuff. And he was dating her. My cousin was dating her for about 6 months. This is when we were right out of high school. And I kept telling him I didn't like the girl. And he was like, well, what do you mean? I'm shuffling your deck too, Leo, while we're talking. And I was like, I just don't like her energy. She seems very inauthentic, right? So she seems very, what I like to call the wolf in sheep's clothing. And he's like, he knew I've been intuitive since I was a kid. He was the only one in my family that knew about my gift because it wasn't accepted. So he was like, Chris, you can't say that about my girlfriend. And I'm like, yes, Robbie, I can, because she's fake. Like, she's fake. You give it a while and her true colors will come through. And that's exactly what happened. So long story short, years later, he told me, I should have listened to you. Because, I mean, you can only tell people so much. If someone's going to do something, whether it's further on with a relationship or do something that you don't want them to do and you see the bad outcome of it, you know, people are responsible for themselves. We're all adults, right? So whatever this is with your relationship, the depression from it, and then her, it's a female energy. So I'm assuming it's a female woman or a female male with female energy. They're trying to take you for so much. Just petty stuff, even though they don't really need it. And I feel like it has to do with property. And so that's why you're in your melancholy state of mind, which is completely understandable. Anybody would be. These cards are getting all fucked up. Excuse my language, but you guys all know I cuss on this channel. So if you don't like cussing, then you might want to find a different reader. Alright, so I'm shuffling the deck, but for some reason I got the cards all messed up. So then I got those two cards, and then I'm shuffling to get the other two cards, and I got the Hangman. Which is not necessarily a negative card or a negative meaning. I feel like it has to do with your mood because of this divorce. I really do. I feel like you go through bouts of woe is me, right? You want to feel sorry for yourself, you're venting to your friends, completely understandable. But what happens when you vent like that? What happens when you wallow in your sorrow? What happens when you wallow in that pain? You become it, right? So you become it. That's why I've been doing these readings all day today, taping these readings, because I'm going through something with my empathy, going through stuff with my own emotions and other things around me, but I don't want to wallow in it. So I was going to take a nap. Pugsley's passed out right now. I'm surprised he's not snoring right next to me. I was going to take a nap, but what good is that going to do, me wallowing and sleeping off of my whatever emotions that I'm going through? I can't change what I'm feeling, so if it's really my own emotions, then I ground myself and meditated and let it all out and release it. What's the matter, Wednesday? You okay? Wednesday's like, I don't know who you're talking to, Mama. What are you doing, pretty girl? So, anyways, so let's pull your other cards. So, yeah, so it looks like the divorce that you're going through and all the financial stuff is going to work itself out. She or he, depending on who it is, because I feel a strong female energy, is not going to get everything that they want out of spite, even though they want to. I do feel like you're going to be pretty shocked, but I feel like in the next, I'd say 8 to 12 months after the divorce is finalized, you're going to be in a really good headspace. You're going to go to, I feel like it's a game, a sporting event, because I keep seeing batter up, and you're going to meet somebody there. So I feel like it's like maybe a group outing with some friends, and you're going to meet somebody, another person that you're going to be attracted to at this game. And it keeps showing me the bases, keeps showing me baseball, which is really weird, because I don't usually see sporting. I mean, I've seen football in readings before, but it's funny, I can actually hear the bats. So you're going to meet this person at the baseball game. And what's really funny is they keep showing me this conversation. So this is funny. I would love to hear from you if you're this person, if this already has happened for you, or if it does happen. But for you, Leo, you're going to be invited to this game by a bunch of guy friends. I definitely see male entities, right? Male people. And you're going to be there, and it's going to be the funniest thing. A friend is going to bring their friend, and you're going to be discussing the hot dogs at the game. Something with the hot dogs, either the toppings, because I keep seeing relish, I keep seeing mustard, and I keep seeing ketchup. And somehow this conversation with this female, because I see definitely you're a male. So whoever I'm reading for right now, this is coming through as a male Leo. This female and you are going to strike up a conversation about the hot dogs. It's really funny, and it's just going to be like that kismet, like synchronicity thing. And if you haven't experienced that yet, it's fucking amazing, but scary as shit. So, I recently have gone through that, and it's really scary at first. You know, if you look past at some of my old videos, I think I might have deleted one of them, but one of them I left up. I'm not one of those people, or I wasn't, I should say, because I've changed my tune since then. I wasn't really one of those people that was very, Wednesday, very supportive of the whole twin flame soulmate thing. Not in the way that the internet or people on YouTube explain. But recent events have changed my tune of that, because you can't really deny when you have a connection with someone like that. So the reason why I'm saying this to you, Leo, is because this person that you meet, this is the Lover's card, one of the Lover's cards for me when I do readings. The connection, that initial connection that you have is energetic, and it's karmic, and it's very much like soulmates. So, and you're gonna know this when you meet this person, and it's scary as fuck, and it makes you feel vulnerable, especially if you're an emotional person. I feel like, Leo, you're a little emotional for being the person you are. Cancers, like myself, we're emotional. I try not to be. However, when it comes to the feminine part of me, the feminine and the masculine feminine, because we balance with the yin yang, I have not embraced the feminine of me in years because of the whole being single and letting go of relationships and being pretty much okay with being single and celibate. But the universe has other plans for me, apparently. And so the reason why they're showing me my life and things going on with me currently is because you're supposed to embrace this. So when this happens, don't freak out. Like with me, I had a reader tell me 2 years ago that I would meet somebody. Let's see if I can exactly. This is gonna make you laugh, because when you meet your person, you're gonna remember me, the reader, reading this to you. That's why I'm sharing this with you. So you're gonna go and you're gonna. So I go to this reading 2 years ago. It's actually a little over 2 years ago with the girl at work, and I go to this reader who's actually a friend of mine on Facebook. I became friends with her, Alicia. And I was, I'm very open-minded when I go to readers, because I could read, right? So I know when they're full of shit and I know when they're real. She kept saying that I had an admirer. She said I had an admirer. Let's see, how did she word it? She said, I have an admirer. You have an admirer watching you from afar. And it's somebody you meet through acquaintances online. She kept saying online, and I'm like, online? And at that point, all I had was Facebook. I didn't do the YouTube videos then. And she was like, yeah, she's like, and this person and you are going to come together. This is what she said. You're going to come together and you're both going to help each other business-wise with something with your readings where you're going to make it to where you'll make money off of it. And I was like, listen, I was like, this lady's full of shit, because there's no way I'm dating anybody. Like, because I was, at that point, I had been single for 3 years, and I was like, I'm done. I'm okay with living the rest of my life by myself. And the dogs, honestly, because I have such high standards for another person in my life. That person would have to be extremely, I don't know, it just would have to be a very special personality for me to not be single. So the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because when you're least expecting the situation to happen and someone to come into your life, that's when it happens. So when you're really doing very well, and you're, releasing all the self-esteem issues and the shit from your divorce, because you're divorced, this person is extremely selfish, self-centered, that's gonna take a lot of your things, right? Materialistic things, but they're materialistic things. You can replace them, right? But that's gonna fuck your head up, because they're showing me how it fucked my head up when I went through my divorce. I mean, I had to file bankruptcy after that whole shit because of him charging and doing stuff, and that's fine. I let go of it, released it, it's gone, right? It's over with. So don't hang on to that shit. When you're done with the divorce, do like I did. Go and do stuff. Go to the gym, work out. Don't pay attention to this opposite sex. Work on yourself. That's the most important thing you can do, because for the last 5 years I've been working on myself. Now there's about 10% of me right now where I'm working on my self-esteem, self-worth, like what I'm worth, what I deserve, what I want in life, that kind of thing. And I work on that daily, because that's one of those things where when you're, growing up the way I did, with a narcissist mom, you can't really shake a lot of stuff. So I have to tell myself, Chris, you're worthy, like that kind of thing. So I'm much better than I used to be. But the empathy part right now, and the reason why they're showing me, is because you are intuitive, Leo. And I feel like you have some empathy, so you're kind of within yourself right now, thinking that it was your fault that the divorce happened, and it was your fault. Maybe there was something you could have done. And honestly, with this person that you're divorcing, or the person that you're going through there was nothing you could do. When someone goes into a relationship false, there's nothing you could do to fix that situation. There's so many people that jump from relationship to the relationship because they're lonely, and they end up with the wrong people. It's the same when people cheat. People think it's their fault. Like, for instance, when someone says it's, you didn't have sex with me enough, that's why I cheated. Well, that's not really the reason why they cheated. The reason why they cheated is because of other reasons too. It's not just that. Because there's been plenty of cases of people where they have plenty of sex and their spouses still cheat. So this person that you were with, you're better off without them. Yes, I'm saying that. So I'm going to pull one more card and then be done with your reading, Leo. I just need clarification on this person coming forward. I don't know why Wednesday's pacing. Maybe she saw the squirrel out there. I went and got the mail, but... Oh yeah, definitely. So the card that came out is the Strength card. It's a beautiful card too. Let me show it to you. This is the Strength card. This is you. You're going to go through all this shit, all this craziness with your ex. You're going to be really at your low point. This is you. And you're going to meet this person after you get your strength back. And that's basically what's going to happen. I say probably 6 to 8 months after the divorce is when you're going to start really feeling good about your self-esteem, your self-worth. You're going to start getting out of the house because you're somewhat introvert like me. You have a little bit of extrovert in you. And you're going to go to that, I'm telling you, you're going to go, it's going to be so funny when I hear from somebody about a baseball game, because I just keep hearing the bats, smelling the peanuts, the hot dogs, all that stuff. It's so funny, so funny. Leo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this resonates with someone out there. If it doesn't, go check your chart and see where it falls for this month. Like I said, I'm not time sensitive with these readings, so it may not be for this month. It could be farther out or farther back. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed it. If you're not already a subscriber, don't forget to hit the subscription button so that the next time I do videos, it'll notify you. Also, too, look for my Twitch page and all my social media below. I'll probably be going on Twitch Live. I'm thinking probably next week if I can get everything working correctly. So, thank you so much for the amazing support. I also put my PayPal and my Amazon wishlist below if you're interested. And thank you again and have a great day. Bye.